My mean friend locked me out of her birthday party, so I gave her a taste of her own medicine. I was invited to my friend Sasha's birthday party. It was for Friday at 8:30 p.m. We would start at her house to pregame and then go to bars. I had worked that day from 7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., but I really wanted to go, so I rushed home, ate dinner, got ready, and drove to her place. We were texting the whole day about the plans, and she seemed very excited for me to join her and her friends. I'm acquainted with her friends, but not besties. I arrived at her house at 8:30 on the dot. I hung up the phone with my boyfriend and texted her to let her know I was there. She said, "Okay, Zarania." So I walked up and knocked on the door. I heard music and people talking inside, so I knew they were there. Nobody answered. I noticed she had a Ring camera, so I waved in front of it, knowing Ring notifies people's phones. Still nobody let me in. I knocked louder and texted her that I was at the door, but I was neither let in nor texted back. I knocked even louder and started shouting, "Hey Sasha, I'm here." I finally hear footsteps coming to the front door, but instead of letting me in, I heard the deadbolt lock click, locking me out. I walked away from the door and called my boyfriend to tell him what was going on. I told him my feelings were hurt and that I wanted to go home. He convinced me to stay and knock again, rationalizing that it was a miscommunication. I texted her again saying, "Okay, I'm out front." Sasha immediately answered, "Okay, sounds good." So I knocked again. No answer. I heard the music get turned down and Sasha say, "Guys, I think she's here." So I knocked as loud as I could and said, "Yes, I'm here. It's me." Footsteps came towards the door, and again the deadbolt sounded and the door remained locked and the footsteps walked away. At this point, I had been knocking for 12 minutes. I was so upset and angry that I left and texted Sasha, "So I've been knocking for over 10 minutes and no one let me in, so I'm going home." She immediately called me, but I didn't answer because I was afraid I would say something out of anger that I would have regretted. She texted me that she looked through the peephole and did not see me. I think that's BS because she literally had a Ring camera. I told her that my feelings were hurt and I felt unwelcomed. I did not receive an answer. The next morning, one of Sasha's friends, Taylor, texted me to ask me if I was joining them in part 2 of the birthday party that night. It was the same plan to pregame and go out to bars, but like, why would I go to get humiliated again? I said no, but did not tell her why. Sasha texted me a long apology a little after I told Taylor I wasn't joining that night, saying that she was sorry I felt unwelcomed and that she really wanted me there, and she genuinely did not see me through the peephole. This gave me relief, and I replied saying, "That makes me feel so much better. I thought I was invited as a prank lol." To which she responded that she was offended I would even think she would do something like that. Like what? So I said, "I wouldn't normally think that because we are good friends, but after knocking on your door for 10 minutes and no one answering, I just started to get in my own head. I probably should have been mean or loyal, but I feel so guilty being mean." She didn't answer my text for a while, and when she did, she said, "So dinner on Wednesday? Same time as usual?" Heck, no. I'm like, I'm about to get done and dashed. My friends and boyfriend convinced me to make plans with her because the worst thing that can happen is I don't have fun and don't go again. Okay, fair. We make plans, and when the day comes, I am walking out the door to my house and my ceiling starts leaking. It's like divine intervention telling me not to go. We reschedule for the next day. Now I am usually extremely open to giving people second chances, but this just felt weird. I don't believe her when she says she didn't see me through the peephole. So before our scheduled dinner, I texted her saying that I have been wrestling with something and I don't think I can get over what happened at your birthday party, and I don't see this friendship going further. She responded with, "Is this a joke?" She said she didn't see me and had already apologized multiple times and I seemed fine. But if this is something I can't get past, she has nothing else to say. I never responded. She never texted me again. I think dropping her was my best course of action. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders.